Y'all come on in here. Briefly, the low joint all big. Now I done lost a lot of weight. Since I last rocked this joint. Shout out to the penthouse. Only channel subscribers in 5 minutes or longer can send messages. I don't know if I can. Subscribers only mode. Hold on. All right. Peace. Kevin Willis. He said, I didn't know he was getting deported. After any type of felony action, you're out of here. If you paid attention to my coverage of Haitian Jack, as well as my coverage of 6 from the murder unit, you notice certain types of felonies qualify for immediate deportation upon his release. So he's done here. He's done here. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to talk about Melly Mel too. He said 10, he'd be out in 5 or less. Man, I don't know where y'all get this type of math at. This is not the feds, it's the state. Where y'all get that type of mathematics at, that he sent us to 10, so he'd do 5. Where you get that, pimp? He said Slick Rick and Sean. Sean was able to file for some type of citizenship or traveling visa where he was able to come back to the United States, but he's a politician. Basil says violent felonies equal automatic deportation. I told y'all that. We already went through this. He said, wasn't his pleasure deal for less than a dime? Let me tell y'all something. This is coming from I don't know, I was a career criminal at a point in time. I made some changes in my life over 20, probably like 15, 20 years ago that would make it whereas my situation doesn't look as perverted as it once did. But I'm just going to be frank with y'all, right? He got a dime. That's a young boy's nightmare. He got the big end of a young boy's nightmare, man. Yeah, he got the big end. He got the big end of a young boy's nightmare. 60 months is 5 years. I happen to know that. 120 months is a dime. That's what he got. He said one of them lawyers that be covering them cases was saying that they all always seem to try to expedite the release date of a celebrity and shit, but it ain't. That ain't what's up. That's not real. It ain't. He said he gonna do 109 months. He said he asked for it. I don't know how he ended up getting a 10-year sentence. Somebody with his background. I remember when he first came around, he was almost like a skateboard type rapper and shit. And then the thuggery just came out of nowhere. Where he doing his time at? He was convicted in California. Y'all know where he going. Y'all know where he going. One of them joints from that TV show Lockup. Name them. Name some of them joints. High Desert. What's the name of them joints? High Desert, San Quentin. The place where X-Rated was at. X-Rated. He was out there. He was knife fighting and all of that. Cochrane, Pelican Bay, Folsom. He said right to Folsom, American Me. Dude who started out friendly, then turned into a thug. Yeah, he started out as like a skateboard rapper. I remember one of my sons used to be real heavy into his music. And then the jewelry came and the tattoos and the thuggery. The thuggery. His raps even changed and shit. I remember he didn't rap the way he ended up rapping and shit. Like he ended up rapping. He ended up kind of like jumping in the same lane as like a Meek Mill and these different dudes. He didn't start out like that. He didn't. Y'all like the video? Good evening. He said, "Where his father at?" His people somewhere accusing Jay-Z of putting this whole thing together. He said wooden jewelry to start. Yeah, the wooden Jesus pieces and shit like that. Mm-hmm. He said he gonna get super extorted in there. He should have kept his mouth shut on the case. Oh yeah, he tried to. I said blackmail. He tried to grease her palm. She wasn't going for it. He the size of a small child, so he definitely got to have a lot of money to give out. He was being a bully. He did an album basically talking about the case. He was in there talking on those phones. Oh my goodness. He should have took the plea. Ain't no a celebrity ain't taking no plea bargains, fam. A celebrity ain't taking no plea bargains. 90% of the celebrities, they trying to get out now. They trying to roll a dice. They like, man, if I beat it, I can go home today, right? Yeah, as soon as this shit over with, today, like a second after this shit over with, you can go home if we win. And that's all them niggas be thinking. That's all they be thinking. That's all they be thinking. And it ain't like that. He said they always think that money, lawyer, and prestige gonna work. Money just mean you gonna have a lot of money to spend at the commissary and shit. He said, yeah, they pay them lawyers all that money, hoping they go home. You think the lawyers know that they're not getting the fuck out of this shit and saying, yeah, just come on, give me I can file a couple more motions. Just, I know they trimming the hell out these niggas. And then he's gonna be reported. Yes. Yep. He said he about to claim a set. Tory's situation remind me of that dude. Which dude from Boys in the Hood that killed Ricky in the fucking alley and shit? What was his name? William Avery or some shit like that? William Avery Jr. Tory's situation remind me of that. It do. He said Avery Lloyd. Yeah, he remind me of Avery Lloyd situation. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jason Weaver. Jason Weaver is a child entertainer. He grew up as an entertainer, on TV in front of all of us. He sang, he acted, he did Simba in the fucking Lion King, and what else he do? He was Michael Jackson. I talked to him, man, about keeping it together, man. Jay be mingling, but Jay don't be he don't fall around into that. He don't fall into that bullshit. He said he gets no flower. Yes, he do. I interviewed him. I did a great interview with him. But he grew up young and in this shit and around all these reckless motherfuckers. We've just be cruising. Shout out to Jason Weaver, my man. Weave, I love you, man. If you watching this, keep up the good work. But I'm speaking of you right now because this Tory Lanez situation, being young and talented and shit, and just spinning out of control. You one of the ones who has managed to keep it together with your cool ass. So he said, facts. We've got strong mental. He doing his thing on the shy. Tory trying to get married so he can stay in the country. Don't you know if that would have worked? Haitian Jack had endless women that wanted to marry him. Haitian Jack could have been married 4 or 5 times. If that's all it took to stay here in the United States, they would have went and found a motherfucker, off Skid Row to Mary Jack. No, it's not that simple. He said he did too much. Nah, that don't work, man. He kept campaigning. He got elected. He crashed out. If he do the whole 40, gonna be. If he do the whole dime, he gonna be 40 when he get out. That ain't the most damaging thing. The age part. I mean, you got to deal with that, your biological shit. But his career is gonna be non-existent. His career is gonna be non-existent. Shyheim and Roscoe P. Cochain. I told both of those. Those two guys who came home from jail. And they still had their dribble together, man. They were still able to put lyrics together, put words together, and start the engine up all over again. Everybody don't come home and hop in the driver's seat like that. Maybe he'll get good behavior. Old folks downtown would say Tory was smelling himself. Yeah, his career over. Music moves on without you when you're doing a 10-piece. It changes very, very fast. He said deported to Canada. Bro, it's gonna be okay if he survived the dime. Still, that's still being deported. He want to be over here. He want to be over here. If Canada was cool like that, he would have been hanging over there a little bit more and shit. He like being in LA and shit like that. He like Miami and all of this shit. Trust me. He's gonna have a problem with deportation. He ain't gonna like it. No sponsors or advertising will mess with him. Iggy Azalea tried to talk to the judge. Loon and Sean changed their profession. Maybe he will. You think he gonna come out Muslim? Is he gonna come out Muslim? Let's get our bets in right now. How many of y'all feel he gonna come out Muslim? How many of y'all feel he gonna come out gang related? He been in jail long enough to iron all of these politics out. Koofy or a rag? Koofy or rag? He didn't figure. Trust me. He's weighed his options already. I go with the Koofy, man. Let's go with the Koofy, man. Best bet. He said, "I'll take the Muslims for 400." I ain't lying. I go with the Muslims, man. Tory, going with the Sunnis, man. They normally pretty deep. He said he's coming out a Hasidic Jew looking like Sean. He said if he was locked up in PA, I would say Muslim. I would go Muslim, homie. If you gotta go to California state prisons and you gotta you gotta rely on the security. I'm going with the nation. 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 Ooh, going with the nation. You got to shave the hair off your face. Brothers of the nation, they don't play. You got to clean up. All of this got to come off. Y'all like the videos, y'all come in here. That tickle you, Don Corleone. He got some life decisions to make when he get there. He gonna have trouble even in PC. Niggas gonna be trying to prey on him. Niggas gonna be trying to sell him shit. You know, niggas be making shit in jail, right? Pictures, drawing pictures, and making cards and shit. Niggas gonna be bringing all kind of shit to him to buy. Here, man, I'm selling these, man. They gonna lean on him. He gonna need some protection. He said he's 5'2". He better learn how to 52 blocks. I don't think they do no boxing over there in Cali prisons. I think it's all knife work. I think the 52 blocks that might only work on the east. I don't know about the 52 blocks in Cali. He said they licking their chops right now. He was on Celebrity Row in LA County Jail. That's the only reason he wasn't food in there. Let me ask y'all this. Before he went to jail, he wasn't fucking around with any gang culture, was he? He wasn't running around flagging or anything like that, was he? Tell me he wasn't flagging or anything before this. He said he was running with the Blizzards. I thought so. He said no. Somebody said I don't know. They said a little bit. He was out here punching dudes. Only rapper to beat the feds, not once but twice, is Blood Raw. Born Majesty, they tickle you, huh? We ain't allowed to say it. They'll flag you. They'll flag your channel. He in PC right now, but when he hit reception at Delano or Wasco, he definitely about to be under the guns of the Damus. I heard his protection is Harlem Crip. Whack 100 said, dude, name. Tory gonna need prayers, man. Tory in a bad situation. Tory is not Rick James. Tory ain't Rick James, man. Out of all these niggas, these celebrities that was on Celebrity Row, Rick James was fit to go up to Pelican Bay and all of that shit. He was gonna be all right. What? Trust me. What? Nobody gonna fuck with Rick James. Niggas is glad to see Rick, but all of this thuggery, man. He said he ain't OJ. He said Rick probably, man. Rick is from Buffalo. Rick is from Buffalo, New York, man. Rick Gutter, man. He said, I agree. He got to go in with the car he was riding in. The extortion gonna be heavy. He said he damn sure ain't Rick. Rick could work. Rick James was already running in those circles back in his heyday. Going to jail was like a family reunion to him. He in a fucked up situation. Fucked up situation. Ooh-wee. Damn. Well, he got two options, I guess: PC or joining the organization. He said, "Keep it a bean. You think he did it?" Somebody got shot. He was involved. He was involved, I believe. See, I believe this in my mind and my heart. I believe some celebrities believe that they won't be held accountable for the shit that they do. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that about Tupac back in the day. Tupac used to be in so much shit, man. Every Tupac stayed on the news. And I felt that he would just get away with the shit because he was famous. Did he do it? I don't know if he did it. I wasn't there. She got shot. I believe he did it. I believe he did it. I believe he did it. I believe he didn't mean. I believe he fired the shot. He didn't mean to shoot her. He said you can't compare that. Tupac was a revolutionary. Man, Tupac was doing all kind of rowdy shit. He wasn't acting like no revolutionary summer '96. Tupac was raising hell, man, '96. I was there. We was like, man, why is he doing this shit? He just started wilding for nothing and shit. He's like, man, what the fuck is this shit about? It took us 30 years later to realize these was real people. We didn't know who Haitian Jack was. We didn't know who Jimmy Henchman was. We didn't know who Tut was. We didn't know who Stretch was. We didn't know who these people was. But he was angry and he was airing it out. He said, soon as he got with Suge, no, Tupac was bad before Suge, man. Somebody needs to say it, man. Tupac had a little bit of thug in him. Let's acknowledge that. He was with the shits. He was, man. He was. Suge just enabled him. Like they said, him and Haitian Jack was jumping niggas. Said he was jumping niggas with Haitian Jack. He was with it, man. They said it. He said, Pac was a wild nigga. We gotta keep it a bug. Need to keep it a bug. He was revolutionary too, but he said he hung himself with those jailhouse phone calls. Whack 100 said Pac was only in LA 11 months, then died. He was in the Bay Area before then. Hmm. He said, and he stayed strapped. Apparently, but you know what happens in that lifestyle, you know what that leads to. It's an energy. He said Reggie's still going in. He got to do 7. You have to ask somebody from California State Penn. In Pennsylvania, if you get a dime, you're doing a dime. You're doing 120 months. If you get 10, they gonna give. G hooked it up as my man. He shot the police in Atlanta before he got with Suge. In California, you get 10, you're doing 12. Cali state time is 85%. Unfortunate situation to be in. He said, Clemens, I understand why. After I did more of my homework, I understand why Clem went on a rant why he did. Everybody else telling the stories before Clem, they getting their shit off. Clem ain't gonna be able to. He ain't gonna have no money. They telling us. They telling the Jeezy stories. They out now, man. It's up. I've been listening to them for 3 days. Kinky B, Slick Puller, everybody. It's a race now. It's an arms race. It don't matter how much time he doing. When he finish, when California State Prison say they done with him, it don't matter if he appeal it and get less time. When California prison say they done with Tory Lanez, he will be grabbed by immigration and deported back to his birthland. He said they go off a point system. He's going deported. Haitian Jack got deported for a shooting. You let that iron off, you get a felony charge, you're out of here. What's good, Tony? He gonna be official in Canada. He gonna be the man over in Canada. He be all right. Heard Toronto's a good place. He said Bangum Smurf as well. He said, why would you brandish a gun on a chick? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? I'm about to tell you why these niggas be having these hammers. Y'all ready? Y'all let me know when y'all ready. I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna stop too. The number one reason, these niggas ain't got no felonies. When you got real felonies, you move different. You move different. You already know the ramifications. You know what it is. These cats getting their first Fs. They getting effed up for the first time. Niggas with felonies and shit, they don't be playing around with chicks with guns and shit like that. Niggas getting effed up for their first time. Man, that's what it is. Let's just keep it funky and shit. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. You know what? When they start seeing a couple niggas get roofed for hammers, they're gonna stop doing it so recklessly. It's gonna simmer down. They're gonna be like, man, they gave such and such 20 years for a gun. For real? Hell yeah. Just for having it. Motherfuckers gonna stop it. You're gonna figure out maybe you should let the security handle the hammer. He could have got an entertainer's carry legal or armed bodyguard. His lawyer did him dirty. His lawyer fleeced him. It's a business. I know Tory went back to his cell sick. They might got him on observation and shit. Some people, when you get a sentence, they'll put you got to move out of this cell that you in. You got to move down to this cell, move down to 10 cell where we can see you. They might run in there, give them one of them slingshot blankets and shit. This is the truth. Give them one of them slingshot blankets, the stretch. Hey, your blanket for the night. You got to sleep with this for 72 hours, man. And give us some clothes you got. You got to put the mitt on. Like, what? I ain't going to do nothing to myself. We know. But you got to put this mitt on for 72 hours. You got to go in this in 10 cell. You be like, damn. He said, yeah, he going to site for observation. 10 years is a lot of time. They didn't see regular people get 10 years and jump off the fucking tiers. So you know somebody who got something to lose. That's a lot of fucking time. Yeah, no shoelaces, none of that. Let us get them. Let us get them laces about you, pimp. He said, you think he built for that stretch? Yeah. He's black. All he got to do is don't take the medication. I'm going to tell you a misconception that people run wild with about prisons and shit like that. They're not going around preying on niggas sexually and shit like that. There's a bunch of freaky motherfuckers voluntarily doing, it's a whole world of that freak shit going on and shit. Ain't nobody ain't nobody looking forward to gang rape and Tory Lanez and no shit like that. All he gotta do is go in there and mind his business and just man up. He got to get his weight up from the door though. He said he's Canadian. So what? He's black. It don't matter. Answer me this, right? When he get there, don't he gotta go? Is the shit is segregated, right? Mexicans gonna be over here. The white guys gotta go over there. They gotta go over there with his people. He gotta go over there with the niggas, right? Right? He gonna be all right. All he gotta do is mind his business. He said he not wired like somebody from the States. Man, it be all types of foreign motherfuckers in jail minding their business, man. From Vietnam, Jamaica, Trinidad, Belize, all these different places, all these different fucking places, and they be minding their fucking business and shit. Is he island, ain't he? Ain't he an islander? Ain't Tory Lanez people like from the islands? He said Africa. What's his nationality for real? He's African. He said, I think Trinidad. The island niggas is gonna go see about him if that's what he is. He said one of them islands. Them all of them, they all kind of like be around each other. They not deep, they gonna be around each other and shit. Subscribe to the channel. He said he Jamaican. If he Jamaican, he really ain't gonna have no problems. If he got a drop of Jamaican blood in him, he ain't gonna have no problems, yo. He said Jamaican squad up. Believe that. Even if it's just 3 of them. You already know how they give it up. He gonna be out there doing stretches with them niggas and shit. Going over there with your people and play soccer and shit. That's what he gonna going with your people and play soccer and do what you do, man. He be all right. Niggas be having their shoes off, playing soccer and shit. Going out there with him. You be safe? You good? He said, yeah, take he said the yard take he said, yeah, the yard to take care of him. Believe that. He got short man complex, man. All of that go out the window, man. Y'all keep saying he's Canadian, but I believe he's Jamaican and I believe he's Trinidadian for real. His Bajan father. What country is his father from? His father's from Barbados. He said, "Do I think he did it?" Yeah, I believe he was reckless that night. I believe he made a mistake, tripping. That had nothing to do with no NFTs, man. Don't start that. Don't start that. He was exaggerating in that video, man. Ain't nobody. You show me somebody that got filthy off NFTs. Don't nobody even talk about that shit no more. What's up with NFTs? Anybody in here got some NFT action going on? Where there's money, there's black folks. Anybody in here got any NFT action going on right now? He said they didn't find no gun residue. In that case, what do you think about Kelsey Roll? Y'all keep asking about the other people's positions. He the one that was charged allegedly for doing this shit, right? Did he say this? Did he say dance bitch? Was that a myth? I was ear hustling. Did I hear that? Did he say that? Was that a part of this case? Was that a part of this case? Hey yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. He shot her. He hit her in the pinky toe. Oh shit. Meg said he said that, but every other witness said they didn't hear that. Y'all think she made that line up? Y'all think she made that line up? Now you want to shoot me in my pinky toe. That's what happened. That's what happened. Fucked up being reckless, man. But listen, right? This might be placing him in some place where he has to improve himself. You will get sat down. You will. He said, who pulls heat on a broad? He said, weird Canadian shit. That phone confession did him, man. It did. Hurt him bad. That phone confession. How does this case compare to actor Alec Baldwin? You bugging right now. The lady in that Alec Baldwin case, think she was drunk or some shit like that. She the one that loaded the gun. She the one that was reckless. State is going to state prison. State prison. He said Rock Nation is too powerful. Very, 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 very different situation. Exactly. Niggas got to stop being reckless. If you're not handling a gun, you wouldn't get a gun crime. They said 85% of 10 years. I'm pretty sure the time that he been incarcerated, he get credit for that, for time served. So he probably got like 7 to do. That's still a dime. It's a long time, man. Even a nickel is a dime. 5 years, man, that's a dime. That's a dime. It is. 5 years is a dime. It is. 10 is a decade. Long, long time. Sheesh. He might have to put in work. Man. Hey, man. I don't think he gonna have no problems, man, with them island people. I don't. They normally get down for theirs, man. People don't even be harming them island people and shit. People don't bother them. They don't. You think he can sell his catalog? I'm pretty sure that's somebody's plan and possibly their motive. Catch him while he on the ropes. He said, I guarantee you he gonna have some fades. If he want my advice, swing first, man. When you're a little nigga, man, I advise a great sucker punch. I'm telling you, Tory. Even niggas that get licked, even niggas that get hit, they be like, damn, that little motherfucker caught me. Straight up. I advise you to invest in a great sucker punch, Tory. You just gotta let it rip. You just gotta let it rip, man. I'm keeping it real. Anything up in here is good money. Them Philly niggas, they normally knock you out. Hey yo, you got a choice. You can split a nigga or knock him out. You go for the knockout. If you're not confident in your knockout ability, I would go for the split. Cause it draw blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you if you ain't capable of KOing a nigga, man, don't hit no big nigga on his chin, man. You better hit him somewhere else. He's only gonna make you very fucking angry. You might want to try to put him. You might want to try to put him out some some other type way. He said he is Israelite. They like to talk. He an Israelite? He an Israelite? He got a whole bunch of shit in his favor. He got a whole bunch of shit. He said his pop says he got a whole bunch of political shit in his favor. He'd be all right. He said, look at his name. Hold on. Hold on. He got a righteous name. He got a righteous name. Tell me if he got a righteous name. This factors into the equation. Does he have a righteous birth name? My man said they start righteous like a motherfucker. He said that's Hebrew. Oh yeah. He got a lot of feathers in his cap, man. He's straight. I didn't gave y'all the verdict. When you show up and you got a regular name, your name Robert or Daryl or some shit like that, you gotta convince them niggas. You gotta convince them niggas. When you got one of them holy names, this child's been touched by God or somebody righteous. He said he got all the connections. Yeah, he got some connections going. He said Scarborough, he eat that time up. Tory made millions from his NFT album, and one of them labels got him jammed up before any other rappers could eat off NFTs. Them LA jails are serious. I'm pretty sure where he going. LA, he done been in LA County Jail long enough. He's adapted. And he said, Cali don't care. It's gonna be protection. He gonna have to pay the Israelites. He gonna have to pay the Israelites, or maybe he can pay the island people, the island guys. But whatever organization he's in, you have to situate somebody, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Tory. When you get there, whoever you got to get straight, just going to get it out the way. He said, yeah, he going to pay the way. Yeah. Might as well pay the Israelites, man. Yeah, don't be cheap. He said, you wrong. Shit. He going to have to pay. He going to have to pay. He's famous. If he entered population, or if they have a way of reaching him in PC, he going to pay some motherfucking body. Even if it's the nigga outside his cell mopping the floor and shit like that, you gonna pay some motherfucking body. Something. He said he got, yeah, man, pay them niggas. The fuck? He said, right, use that money to your advantage immediately. Yeah. He gonna get propositioned by the governing body, the imams, the sheikhs and shit like that. They gonna get with him. It's the same program. You're gonna be all right, brother. Everything's gonna be all right. Shalom. The deportation gonna be crazier than the sentence. That tickle y'all, huh? Nothing's gonna happen to him. Trust me. once his people get with him. My man said Meech paid everybody. He goes back to his birthplace, Canada. He said he going to a medium. They got knives at mediums. He said he should have took that 2-3 year plea. I know he wish he took it now. He got that time in. He said cats coming down at mediums. When did he get that offer? He got that. I thought it was 2-4. That was like in the middle of in the middle of his bid. I remember it. Charging for what? He said about this being a violent crime, he might not ever be allowed back in America. He in the same situation as Haitian Jack. His arrogance led him to believe he was smarter than the state and could beat them in trial. He believed in the street code, man. He didn't think them broads was gonna tell all that shit. He said any American would have jumped on that 2-4. Do he stay in the U.S. for parole? Nah, ain't nothing up. When he get out, he's out of here. The lawyer should have advised him right there. He not gonna advise him to take a plea because then his litigation over with. If I can get him to pay for a trial, I'm in business. Took him the long way. Sheesh. Trimmed him the long way. How was Slick Rick not deported? He was deported for a minute. The cat who killed Nipsey had one fight, got busted up, but he fought back and ain't nobody messed with him since. How you know that? Slick Rick was deported. But he had a big machine behind him. Def Jam. I feel like dialing for making the band was Tory, but just too early. Shine was just in the United States. That's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let it slide till y'all brought it up. We gotta find somebody to battle Eminem for Melly Mel. Hey yo, we gotta find somebody on behalf of decency and humanity. We gotta find somebody to battle Eminem for Melly Mel. They shouldn't be in a battle to begin with. I don't know how this started. Eminem picks his battles. He picks it. He's very, very selective of his battles. He sure know how to pick them, don't he? Don't he? Don't this guy know how to pick battles? He's expert, ain't he? Will Smith, Michael Jackson, just Britney Spears. Check him out. Check him out. Melly Mel. All these young niggas done called you whack. All these young niggas done called you whack. Detroit niggas done called you whack. Sada Baby. And all these street niggas from Detroit that said, man, he's not a part of what we do. That's not Detroit music. All these niggas who done called you whack. You want to battle Mel. Hey, yo, this dude is crazy, man. This dude is crazy. And Melly Mel. Oh, Melly Mel. Man. I don't advise you doing no recording, man, without Duke Booty. I don't advise you. You can't fight this battle without Duke Booty. You can't do it, Mel. Don't do it. You can't. There's no way. And Duke Booty is no longer with us. So you can't boogie, my nigga. Leave this alone, man. Like, you looking bad, man. You looking bad. That shit sound bad, man. Like, and I'm hurt about that, man, because I'm broken glass everywhere. Like, come on, Mel, man. You are fucking up. It's like a jungle sometimes. You was better off going back and spitting lines from some shit back in the day than writing that. That was just a bad decision, man. That was like, that's one of the low points of what's going on right now, man. Like, I couldn't, oh my goodness, man. Like, I wanted to gong this, man. Because I was disappointed, man. I wanted a little effort, man. Like, and he came with the whole, yo, man. Like, man, oh my goodness, man. Like, no. This is a bad look, man. He said, no, I'll be right back. I gotta go hear this shit. Yo, this is the reason why. This is why I'm mad about this, Melly Mel. Because you giving them ammunition. You got MC Shan. MC Shan is going through it with Nas right now, and he ain't looking right. He's looking bad right now, man. And I'm mad, man, because y'all ain't carrying this shit right. And all in the same week. And now this is going on. Y'all ain't carrying this shit right. Y'all need to chill, man. Y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill, man. We love y'all, man, but y'all need to chill, man. I don't know what. I think Eminem took some offense to you calling him whack. A lot of us just said it, man. He shouldn't be. Ain't no, you getting kicked. And my man, you got one more MC Shan disrespect. You getting the fuck out of here for life. I'm telling you now. Don't say nothing else fly about MC Shan. Listen, right? Boom. You can't come to the table with the bad music, my nigga. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that because you can't do that, my nigga. We can go get MC Shan. We can go get him some dental and get him correct and shit like that. And he could look better and feel better about himself. But if you put out a whack song and you put it online, it's up forever and we can't fix it, man. We can't fix it, man. But you giving them the ammunition that they need when they be talking that old rapper shit, man. You giving them all the ammunition that they need, man. You fucking up bad, man. Somebody help me. Daddy-O, you gotta call him. Daddy-O, because I know you be watching and I know you talk to Melly Mel. You need to tell him to be cool, man. Like, leave that one alone. Find somebody else from the generation that, on behalf of Melly Mel, somebody do Melly Mel, chill. For real. He said the first thing that pops up when you search Melly Mel, it says embarrassing diss track. He said who disrespected MC saying somebody said some slick shit in the chat. You know, I ain't having that shit. And he said, don't blame hip hop, blame the newcomers that don't respect black culture. Man, there's no excuse for Melly Mel's song, yo. Like that was, oh my goodness, man. I wonder who the engineer that did that, man. The engineer who did that song. We need some ID on you, my nigga. We need to see what you look like. We need to know who you is. We need to know who you is, man. For real. He said it's clear that the new music is garbage. You got people throwing water on artists from the crowd. He said if he recorded this in 1988, it would have been fired. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. That shit is whack, yo. That shit is whack. The flow, the beat, the cadence, everything about that song is 100% terrible. That shit should have never came out of nobody deck, and it's getting publicity, and it's going on his resume. It's going on his resume forever. He said, "Yeah, the engineer was foul, bro. Yeah,